YouTube, what it do? It's your guy CJ back with another video, back with another episode of the CJ Wilkins YouTube channel. A good friend of mine sent me a video of, like, it was a compilation reel, I guess, like a TikToker. And if I find their name, I guess they do, like, you know, skits or little comedy things like that, but they kind of make fun of real life like circumstances and like situations. But my homie sent me this compilation of like men getting like put out or getting like kicked out of a woman's house. You know, like some guys, they'll stay with a woman, or they'll, you know, drive a woman's car or something like that. You know, maybe they're trying to get back on their feet or whatever. And you know, they'll come home and all their clothes will be thrown outside. Really like humiliating shit, like, you know what I mean? And I normally don't find content like that funny or amusing, but this video has some music behind it that kind of made it kind of goofy, so I did kind of like chuckle a bit. But it did lead to me having a thought about today's episode and today's topic, and I think this is gonna be like more so geared towards men, okay? And I really want you guys to hear this, like, and really think about what I'm saying, all right? Men, and I really want you to listen, like, open your ears and your mind to what I'm getting ready to tell you, because maybe some of y'all didn't have fathers that taught y'all this growing up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some of y'all didn't have uncles or, you know, male figures in your life that taught you this, right? But never allow yourself to be in a position to where your woman has leverage over you, or a woman has leverage over you, especially as it pertains to like romantic relationships, all right? I.e., moving into a woman's house, right? You never want to move into a woman's house and, you know, you got a key, or she'll make a key, or she may not even give you a key. You know what I'm saying? But you never want to move into a woman's domicile, because at any moment, man, and best believe, it's never a matter of if, it's always a matter of when. She's going to, at some point, hit you with that gut-wrenching, you know, give me my key, move out. Or, you know, like in some of the videos I saw, like some of those little skits, man, like they'll just throw your stuff out, you know what I'm saying? And that's very demoralizing as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, to have that happen, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very blessed and privileged to have always been I've always like had my stuff together for the most part. Like I've had seasons to where, like, you know, I may have experienced rough patches, but for the most part, man, I can say I've always had my own spot or whatever, you know. But if you're a person who don't have your own spot, man, try to minimize the amount of time that you spend getting back on your feet or getting your name on a leash somewhere, all right? Because you got to have your own spot. Do not go live with a woman. I don't care if you love her. I don't care if she loves you. If you think she's nice, you think she's, you know, all that, you know. Try your best to not put yourself in that position, because, and this isn't like an attack against women. I don't want y'all to watch this and like, oh, he's going in on women. But I'm here to tell you, man, if you have a circumstance or a situation in your life to where you're under a woman's roof, best believe in her mind she has some level of power over you. You know what I'm saying? She gets to be the decision on whether or not you have shelter for a particular day or night. You know what I'm saying? And all it takes for y'all to get into a little argument, y'all to have a misunderstanding, a disagreement, you know what I'm saying? And bro, you homeless now. You know, you outside, you know. And not just living with a woman, like any type of leverage, man. Like guys who be, you may not have a car, young man. You may be, like, you know, you may be on, like, you know, foot patrol right now, you know what I'm saying? You may be catching a bus, you may be having to take Ubers and Lyfts, and there's nothing wrong with that temporarily, like while you get your stuff together, but don't rely on a woman's transportation. Sometimes you'll get with a chick, man, and you know, you may not have a car or whatever, right? And you know, she'll let you borrow a car. She'll let you use a car even. You know what I'm saying? But don't get comfortable in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of guys may not really relate to what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to give y'all context to, like, you know, and different examples on how men become like leveraged against romantically. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in that position, man, because I'm telling you, you can like build your life around, like, unless you live in a city that you really don't need a car, like a big like metropolitan like city. In most places in this country, like in America, you need to have transportation. You need to have a car. You need to have a vehicle of some sort to get from point A to point B. You know, people use vehicles for, like, you know, job and career opportunities. You know, make money. People do like some people hustle with the ride share apps and things like that. You know, but if you in a woman's car, man, if a woman lets you drive her car, right, understand that you're borrowing. Okay, that's not your car, and all it takes, you really don't even have to have an argument or a fight, man. She can just wake up and be tired of you one day, man. You know, she can just wake up one day and just, you know, you just not doing it for her no more. You know, whatever it is, you know. But the worst thing, man, is to have a life built around the illusion of security, right? And it's not a good spot for a man anyway. Like I talk about on my podcast, the Be a Man podcast, I talk about it's not healthy for a man to not have his faculties in order, right? It's not healthy or natural, I would say, for a man to have to live off of a woman. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's like roles and there's purposes and there's services that a woman can offer a man, but, you know, shelter, transportation, you know, things like that, those should be things as a man that you can cover yourself, you know. And if, hey man, I get it, like life happens, you know, things happen in life to where, you know, for a season you may be without, but in those seasons, understand that if a woman opens up her home to you, or she opens up, you know, like her transportation to you, man, understand that's a temporary thing, you know. That's not a long-term play for you, you know. And I want y'all to know that, man. Like, it's gut-wrenching, man. It's very painful to have your life just uprooted and destroyed in a moment, all because a woman say, get out my house, or give me the keys, man. And some of those skits in that video, man, that I saw, right, it was like really like kind of making fun of it, but it's really sad, you know. It's really sad, and it's not the woman's fault, man. Like, you know, it's not the woman's fault. Like, if you have a home or you have an apartment or whatever, you have the right to allow access and deny access to people into your home. So don't watch this and think, you know, I'm advocating for women to, like, you know, be a rest haven for niggas or nothing like that. But I'm trying to also, like, let guys know, hey man, go get your own. Go stand on your own 2 feet. You know how many guys I know, 30 years old, 40 years old. It's not funny, man. It's not funny, man, but these are grown men still living with their mama. You know, that's a woman too, whether you know it or not. Now, your mama will show you like a little grace sometimes, but, you know, guys that be living with their baby mama, you know, they may have they may falling on hard times, or they staying with their girlfriend, or, you know, their wife or their ex-wife or whatever, you know. And you, man, I'm telling you, you have to always put yourself in a position of where you're not leveraged against, because in these relationships, man, when you are under a woman's roof, best believe you're gonna have to walk on eggshells, brother. You can't walk around like you own a place, because you don't. You know what I'm saying? So if you're watching this video, man, and you are someone who's in that type of season right now, man, don't feel bad. Don't put your head down, man. You know what I'm saying? But you need to be trying to create a game plan and a strategy to get out of that situation, because your job should be, okay, I need to get my own apartment. I need to go get my own vehicle. I need to get my own, like, whatever, Because I'm telling you, man, it's never a matter of if with women. When it comes to pettiness, vindictiveness, things like that, they wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or it can just be PMS, man. They could be cramping like really bad, and now she want to take it out on you. You know what I'm saying? They go through like hormones and all that stuff like that. So a lot of times it don't even really be you. A lot of times it just be like, you'll be the target of it, but like really the source of the frustration or whatever can come from other things. She could be talking to another dude, man, and just, he probably said, old boy said something to piss her off that day, and now she mad at you, and you don't even know, And you'll stand up for yourself because you're a man, and then she'll put you out the house, man. So now because you went toe to toe with the owner of the house or the apartment, now you outside, And that's not a good spot to be at, man, So give yourself the freedom in life that comes with not being leveraged against. And this could go way deeper than just a relationship. This could go to like, this can go professionally. This can go like, friendship, family, whatever. But, the most intimate relationships a man have is the woman that he's sleeping with. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the most like romantic, not romantic, but those are the most intimate relationships that we'll have. You know what I'm saying? Don't put yourself in a position to ever hear the words, your shit outside, or, I took my key back, or I changed the lock on the door lock or whatever, because there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. And you will never hear those things if you have your own, if you stand on your own, if you got your own. So just listen to what I'm saying, man. Like give it some thought, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to be a grown man. And it's bad, like if it's just you and her. But some of these men who getting put out of houses, bro, they got kids with these women, man. Like imagine how emasculating it has to be a grown man, and you got to get put out the house by your baby mama, and your child ain't no baby. Like they old enough to understand, like dang, like my daddy, like woo woo woo, my daddy done messed up. My daddy gotta be sorry. Like my daddy gotta be. Why my daddy ain't got his own place? Why he gotta be over here with mama? Mama. They look at mama like she the man of the house. And she is. If she paying her bills and paying her rent and all that stuff, man, and she taking care of business, essentially, in that situation, if she got a man there, she is kind of like the masculine, like role, I guess, But man, bro, don't even put yourself in that type of situation, bro. Don't even do it, man, because what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if you put yourself in that situation, man? You gotta start the clock. Just start the countdown, bro. Because it's never a matter of if, I will say it. It's a matter of when. When is it going to happen? When is it going to all go bad? Because it be all sweet in the beginning. Like she'll smile with you, y'all pillow talk and all that stuff, But whenever it go bad, whenever it go left, if she has leverage over you, best believe she going to use that leverage. And I don't care if you 6'8", 7'1", you going to feel 2 feet tall when a woman look you in your eye and say, man, get the fuck out. When she pull your card, bro, and she little bro you like that, man, Now, if you're in that situation and that happens, I don't want you to crash out. I don't want you to don't go berserk in that situation. As infuriating as that is, you know what I'm saying? As upset as that'll make you, don't throw your life or your freedom away, man, because you're mad in a moment. That should be an indicator that you need to boss up. You need to boss up. Go out, get your money right, man, and go get your life right. You know what I'm saying, man? Because when you are under somebody's roof, man, your whole game plan anyway should be, let me stack some money, save up some money, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and just, get on now, You know what I'm saying? Like whenever you have what you need to have, you know. So create leverage for yourself, man. I tell y'all this in business. I tell y'all this in career. I tell y'all this in friendships. I tell y'all this in partnerships and stuff like that, man. Like, you know, and not create like leverage to take advantage of nobody, but create leverage so when the situation go bad, you know, you have a parachute. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you pay for auto insurance is because if you get in a car accident, it's covered. Like you have like a barrier of protection, so to speak, you know. The reason why you have like renter's insurance or homeowner's insurance is that if something go crazy at the house, you ain't got to pay for it out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? So just know that there's always a reason why you need to have layers of protection in this world. And there's nothing more better than freedom. How do you get freedom? You create leverage for yourself. So get your own place, have your own car, have your own things you need, you know. Yeah, man. But anyway, that's all I got, man. Hopefully I didn't run you guys off with this subject, but let's have a conversation in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. As always, it's your guy CJ, and I'm out. Peace.